I think we're ready. Yeah. We good? Or do we got to wait till 5 on the dot? Nick waits till 5 on the dot. How about that?
Is it recording right now?
Oh, we're not live. Yeah. But yeah, we're recording, but we're not.
I had a difficult phone call. I had to deal with.
Patrick Copeland? Okay, so the first thing I have is the community vision plan. I just want to give you an update with the bids for the splash pad and the demolition. We did select a company for the splash pad. It's Kleinger's Group. Kleinger's recently has finished Miamisburg, Sycamore Trails, and their downtown Riverfront Park. They also did Casey Jane splash pad in Springboro. And I believe they did City of Mason's Aquatic Center. So that's just in this area. There's a lot more that they've done, but they have done some extra work with us too in the past. So I do tell people that Kleinger's did kind of save us from not doing the splash pad at the rec center. They kind of came to us and told us, you can do it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. So based on their recommendations with the floodplain and the levels and all that, we took their advice and didn't do it. So that's kind of what spurred the vision plan even more, because that was the old vision. Now we're in with the new vision. So Kleinger's is who we chose. I will start having meetings with them here soon, and we'll move forward with the splash pad. They were one of the three. Brandstetter Carroll also did, and the Williams Group also submitted. So we went with Kleinger's. The demo kind of got, I think, a little sideways. We did have 11 bids, but we didn't choose anybody because I think we left something out of the bid, which is something called prevailing wages. I don't know if you know what that is, but when you do construction work over a certain amount of money, you need to add prevailing wages. And we didn't really specify that in the bid, so we're gonna have to redo that whole process, unfortunately. So, kind of stinks, but that's, I learned a lesson there. So, but I will try to move forward with that as soon as I can, first part of 2026. Also with that, the outdoor restrooms at Deer Meadow and the parking lot expansion for next year will continually. We're going to try to get that done next year too. So that's kind of what you're looking at for the 2026 capital improvements for the vision plan for next year. So anybody have any questions? Yeah. The construction drawings and design and all that was about $242,000. Yep. And then once we get in with Kleinger's and figure out all the budgeting and all that for the $2.5 million for the splash pad, that's everything. So, any other questions? Okay. Next is the Christmas Smiles update. We did do pickup on Saturday. Went well. Everybody showed up. I think maybe we called 2 or 3 people, but they were already on their way. So it was cold, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes. So, but everybody came, everyone got picked up. I think we had 41 families this year. Yeah. And I forget what the exact number, it was 89, I think, maybe kids, something like that. So, Chris did a good job. The rest of the staff helped, going out buying gifts, getting the food boxes ready. Fire came, They helped out and volunteered passing the food out. Forgotten Breed showed up and helped pass out the gifts, which actually, believe it or not, is probably the hardest part of it all, is putting boxes in people's cars. People pull up in really small cars sometimes, and we got big boxes, so that's actually the most challenging part, I feel like, sometimes, is playing Tetris in someone's car. So, but that's all I have on Christmas Smiles. I just wanted to give you a quick little update on Christmas Smiles. If you have any questions? Okay. The 2026 calendar year, I gave you all magnets, so you can kind of see what the dates are for 2026. We are going to start handing those out for everyone to put on magnets, put on their refrigerators or wherever, so people can remember the dates for next year. Is there any questions on that calendar? How it's looking? Dia created that, and we usually just do the list on the right side, not the calendar, but she added the calendar, and I think it looks really good. So, yeah. You can get those at the rec center. We have them at the front desk. Yes. Yep. Any questions? 2026 calendar? No? Okay. And then, so the next I have is the next meeting will be February 17th of 2026. And then I guess for one last thing, for open discussion, is everyone good with the next meeting? 5 o'clock? Okay. So an open discussion, I guess one thing I'll tell you, if you've come to the rec center today, it was extremely loud when you come into the front. They are grinding. When you come into the rec center to the right, that hallway, they are grinding all the way down to where you used to go into the natatorium. They're grinding that floor all the way down. And then I think they got the edges of the whole thing, of just that hallway, done. So hopefully tomorrow they just got the big middle part to do. And then we'll polish that floor. They'll move on to the next side where Jimmy's maintenance hallway used to be. They'll do that one next. And then phase 3, the last phase, will be where we have to kind of get, what's the word? We have to get tricky with how we get people through the rec center. So we're going to have to figure out different ways why they do that, by the elevator all the way back to the gym. Like we're going to have to get creative with how we kind of do it, unless they can stay at night some night to get it done. But yeah, we're going to have to figure different ways through the rec center. If it's they go through the bathrooms to get to the gym, and then come back through the bathrooms to get to the front, we're just going to have to coordinate how they're going to go through the rec center. But that project started and is going. So I think I think the polished floor will look good. The concrete floor, it'll be different. It's not a tile. It's not, there's nothing there. It's just concrete. But it's kind of a new age thing. I've seen at different places where they've polished it down and or buffed it down and polished it and made it look really good. So that's what's happening right now. So if you come in and it's loud, that's what we got going on. So yeah, bear with it. So other than that, that's all I have, unless you all have any questions. Okay, that's all I got.